Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing that has got some unexpected turns, a company that seems to be navigating some tricky financial waters, and a reminder that even when things look calm, there might be something brewing underneath. Before we get started, if you love breaking down what these corporate filings really mean, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and hey, we've got a fantastic community growing on Discord, so check out the link in the description below to join the conversation. So what is the story here? It looks like a company is facing some payment issues with a lease, but they're telling everyone not to worry about it. Let's see if the details back that up. Alright, we're looking at a document called a Form 8. Think of this as a public announcement for big, important events that happen with companies outside of their regular financial reports. It is like a company's way of saying, hey, something noteworthy just occurred, and you need to know about it. This particular 8K is from a company called ProPhase Labs Incorporated. They are the ones that have to file these important updates. The earliest event they're reporting on happened around the 19th of November of 2025. That is the trigger point for this filing. The first key topic here is about a significant agreement. This section is about new deals or changes to existing ones that could really matter to the company's future. It seems ProPhase Labs Incorporated, or the company as they call themselves here, got some written confirmation on the 21st of November. This confirmation is from a company called Avtech Capital Incorporated, or Avtech. What Avtech agreed to is to continue something called forbearance on an equipment lease that ProPhase Labs Incorporated has with them. Forbearance in simple terms means Avtech is holding back on enforcing the strict terms of the lease for a period. It is like a temporary pause or leniency. Here is where it gets interesting. Avtech has a new payment plan. ProPhase Labs Incorporated is going to start making payments every week, beginning the 28th of November, 2025. They will keep doing these weekly payments until any old overdue amounts are paid up. Once all those past due bills are settled, the original plan for paying rent every month will kick back in. This original plan was part of another forbearance deal from back on the 25th of February of 2025. So they've had some payment issues before, and now they're getting a new temporary arrangement. The company says they are still talking with Avtech about these payments, and this written confirmation they received gives them a clear plan to get their lease payments back on track. They are trying to assure everyone things are under control. Now we switch gears to another important section, other events. This is for any other significant happenings that don't fit neatly into the other categories. On the 5th of November, something called a judgment was officially made in Utah related to this same Avtech equipment lease. A judgment usually means a court has made a final decision on a legal matter. This sounds a bit more serious than just a payment delay. ProPhase Labs Incorporated didn't actually get their hands on a copy of this judgment until the 19th of November, when they received it in the mail, so there was a delay between when the court made the decision and when the company was officially notified. As soon as they got that judgment document, the company says they immediately reached out to Avtech, and on the 21st of November they got that written confirmation we just talked about, where Avtech agreed to keep the forbearance going with the new weekly payment schedule. It seems like ProPhase Labs Incorporated is trying to show that immediately after learning about the judgment, they took action to resolve the situation with Avtech. Here is a key statement from them. They are saying this whole issue with the lease, including the judgment, is just about a lease. They are trying to reassure people that it doesn't mess with how the company runs its day-to-day business, how much cash they have, or how they report their finances. This is them trying to say everything is still stable. They are also stating that their last financial report, called a 10Q, correctly showed all the money they needed to account for at that time. And importantly, they are saying they do not need to go back and change any of their past financial reports. This is a strong claim that their financial reporting is accurate and doesn't need fixing because of this lease issue. They also claim they have been consistently making payments as they were supposed to, and they expect to catch up on the Avtech lease payments within the new weekly payment schedule. This sounds like they are trying to minimize the perceived problem, framing it as a manageable hiccup. Under this heading, they talk about what they are doing to lessen any negative effects and what they are continuing to do. They are continuing to look at and manage all their contracts regularly, just like they normally would. The people in charge are talking to the other companies they do business with as part of their normal planning. They might make new agreements, extend existing ones, or do other routine things to keep the business running smoothly. This is standard business practice, but they mention it here maybe to show they are actively managing their relationships. They are also hinting that if more important things come up regarding these kinds of agreements, they will share them in future reports. This suggests that while they are trying to downplay the current situation, they are leaving room for more information to come out later. This last section is usually about financial statements and any attached documents called exhibits. And here for exhibits they are saying none. This means they are not attaching any extra documents to this particular report. So what is the story here? ProPhase Labs Incorporated is dealing with a lease agreement where they've fallen behind on payments. A judgment was even entered against them. However, they received confirmation from the leasing company, Avatech, that they will continue to allow leniency or forbearance under a new, faster payment plan. They are trying very hard to tell everyone that this is not a big deal, that it does not impact their overall operations or financial reporting, and that they are actively managing the situation. They are emphasizing that they've been making payments and will catch up. Now let's put on our Warren Buffett hat and look at this. On one hand, the company is being upfront about a problem, which is generally a good sign. They are communicating with the creditor, Avtech, and have secured a temporary solution. The fact that Avtech is willing to continue forbearance suggests that they see a path to getting paid, perhaps with the new accelerated payment schedule. The company is also stating that their past financial reports are accurate and don't need to be redone, which, if true, is a significant point for maintaining investor confidence. Maintaining operational continuity is also a positive sign. However, we also have to look at the red flags. The existence of a court judgment, even if they are working to resolve it, indicates a level of financial strain or a breakdown in communication that led to legal action. This isn't a minor inconvenience. It is a court stepping in the company's strong assertions that it doesn't affect liquidity or financial reporting, while reassuring need to be viewed through the prism of them trying to manage the narrative. We need to ask why they fell behind in the first place. Were they consistently making payments as they claim? Or is this new weekly schedule a desperate attempt to catch up after a significant default? The statement that operations continue in the ordinary course is positive, but we don't have the hard numbers from their financial statements in this particular filing to truly assess their cash flow and ability to service their debts. This 8K only gives us a snapshot of a specific event. The opportunity here is that if ProPhase Labs Incorporated can indeed manage this new payment schedule and regularize their lease, it shows resilience and effective crisis management. It could also be a catalyst for tighter financial discipline. The risk, of course, is that this is a symptom of deeper financial problems. If they can't maintain the weekly payments, the forbearance could be revoked, leading to more severe consequences, potentially including asset seizure or further legal battles, which could then impact their operations and financial reporting. My conclusion is this: ProPhase Labs Incorporated seems to be navigating a challenging situation with their equipment lease. They are taking steps to address the immediate problem and are communicating their efforts. However, the presence of a court judgment is a serious indicator that cannot be entirely dismissed. While they aim to reassure stakeholders, the company's ability to consistently meet increased weekly payments will be crucial. Investors should closely monitor future financial reports to see if this situation has a lasting impact on their cash flow and overall financial health. This filing is a signal to watch them closely, as their ability to rebound from this will be telling. Alright, that is our breakdown of ProPhase Labs Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think they're managing the situation effectively, or are there deeper concerns? Drop your thoughts in the comments below if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps us out. And subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description to join the conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.